Hello, hello. This is Priscilla with Scylla Travel, coming at you live on a Saturday evening. And I'm in the Charleston, South Carolina area. And what I do is I help you live the dream and live it through travel. So, last week we talked about Charleston staycation, uh, where my lovely assistant and I, Caitlin, stayed downtown Charleston 2 weeks ago or so in a Charleston resort. So, and it was very, very lovely. We even went on a tour of downtown, a walking tour, and it was quite interesting. There was a lot of history in Charleston, just a lot of things that I really didn't know, living here. So, in our COVID days, right? So it's kind of hard for us to get out and go where we want to go. This time, this year, or this time last year, my family and I, we were on vacation somewhere on the beach. So we can't do it this summer. So what we've been doing have been some local staycations, but I don't know. Things are looking kind of dicey right now. But we can always dream. We can dream for next summer. 2021 planning. So that's where my focus is right now. So, because I know a lot of people have been sort of, in between, with the job situation and everything, because with the shutdowns and slowdowns and stuff like that, you really need to have a really good dream vacation. You really need to plan it in advance. And now is the time to start doing that. So hopefully, prayerfully, please, Lord, this COVID thing will be over and we'll be able to go back to normal. So, in light of that, it looks like Europe may be on the back burner for a little while. If we pay attention to what's going on in the news, Europe may be on the back burner for a little while. So, there are some other places we could visit, like the Caribbean. I'm going to have to take a drink of water here. Excuse me. The Caribbean opened up. Jamaica opened up the 15th or the 16th. So they're actually accepting travelers. But keep in mind, during these days, you have to have a COVID test in order to enter some of these destinations. So please keep in mind, when you go there, you're going to have to wear PPE, personal protective equipment, your mask. That's definitely what you're going to need to have. So I know everybody doesn't wear them here. It's pretty much up to your own discretion so far. But when you go to visit these countries, you're going to have to wear a mask. So please, please, please be aware of that. And I don't know when that's going to change. Things could change overnight with this thing, so everything is just moving all the time. So we just got to just stay. Hey, I just got to just keep my ear to the ground, which is what I do. And that's a good reason to hire a travel advisor. So enough about current events. For those of you who are joining me live, I'm going to check over here on my phone. If you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my phone to see if I'm actually on live. So let me check to see if I am on live right now. Yes, and I see myself. So I'm live. So I'm good. Okay, so now we can move on. Okay, today, what I wanted to talk to you about is Ghana. So, with all of the things going on in our country with the African American community, and, it's really brought to our attention or brought to our minds that, we really don't know very much about our heritage, our African heritage. So that's always something that's been in the back of my mind. Where did my ancestors come from? Where could I go to see things about my culture? And I really had nowhere to start, right? So what I did was I got a DNA test. So I did 23andMe and I did Ancestry, but I like 23andMe. I use both, but 23andMe I liked a little better. I did Ancestry because all of my family members were on Ancestry, but I wanted to do 23andMe. So 23andMe sort of expanded their pool of genes, their gene pool, to Africa, West Africa in particular. So being from the South, Charleston, South Carolina, most of the enslaved people came to the Charleston area via the Caribbean, right? Now, most of them came from Nigeria. Now, the Virginia area, like Jamestown, Virginia area, where that's really where the slave trade really started in the early country, the early years of our country. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. The early years of our country, it started in Jamestown, Virginia. So those people who came as slaves here, they went to Virginia from Ghana. So when I did my DNA, I saw two major areas, still all West Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, about the same percentage. So my father's family, they were from the Virginia area, Virginia, Pennsylvania area. My mother's family are from South Carolina, the Gullah Geechee, heritage down here in Charleston. So I could see the correlation here. Can you dig it? Okay. So after I did that, I had somewhere to start. So I have been, looking and wanting to go to Africa for many years, but now it just seems like a really, really good time, especially with the Prime Minister of Ghana welcoming African Americans there to relearn their history. They're welcoming us there. There are some people who may even want to get dual citizenship. That's another offering. But I'm here to talk about travel. So Ghana is on my bucket list. So I've been looking into putting a trip together, and I'm really trying to gauge the interest. I've gotten some interest in wanting to go to Ghana, visit Ghana from various people, various groups that I'm in. So today's presentation is about Ghana. Now, I'm going to try to share my screen. Please bear with me because there is a delay. Like last week, there was a delay. So hang on while I try to share my screen. Okay. Application window. All right now. All right. Let us see. There we go. I can see it. Here we go. I'm doing better. Start the slideshow. So, the Ghana Tourist Board has been really pushing and basically doing a lot of advertising to try to get African Americans to come to Ghana and visit. And that's where Experience Ghana comes from. That term has been coined by the Visit Ghana Tourist Board. So last year, 2019, the Tourist Board, and as well as the President of Ghana, they dubbed 2019 as the year of return. And it basically was a marketing campaign targeting African Americans and the rest of the diaspora to basically honor, think about, and, really think about where they came from. Think about Ghana, because Ghana really has the culture. Ghana really has the remnants of a lot of the landmarks, relics, monuments. They have really put those places on display for people, the diaspora, to come back to Ghana and see where it all began, where they came from, where we came from. Yeah, so they marked 400 years of the first enslaved African arriving in Jamestown, Virginia. So that was the year of return last year. Now, this year, 2020, before the COVID-19 coronavirus deal hit, it was really going to be, it was really supposed to take off with tourism. However, you know what happened, but 2020 is still dubbed beyond the year of return. And Ghana is a country of a rich culture. The people are warm, and there's lots of rhythm and traditional dishes, some of the traditions of the people. They really, really share those with the visitors, especially those from America. So the tourist board has this 10-year plan, right? And where it's going to have like 7 pillars. This is just a brief overview of what they're doing. So this year, 2020, is Experience Ghana, right? And these are the other pillars that they're incorporating into their plan. They would like to invite people to invest in Ghana as well as they themselves. Ghana is one of the largest expanding economies in the world at this time. So they're really, really digging into their tourism. So we're right here with pillar number 1, Experience Ghana. Ghana is a land that is rich in culture. So for those of us like me who don't really have any history of what our culture would have been, and I'm sure there are many of you like that out there who have always wondered, Ghana is opening their arms wide for us to come and visit and see and experience, live, taste, see, feel, and hear. Ghana. Relive your history through heritage. This is one of the castles. This is just a picture of one of the castles. This is always also a tourist attraction in the central area of Ghana on the coast, not far from Accra, which is the capital of Ghana. So relive your history through heritage. So there are many heritage tours. There's a trip that I'm putting together where you get to experience Ghana in its finest. We get to experience the history part, the harsh history part, because it is a part of our history. We really haven't had an opportunity to, heal from that. So this is an opportunity to do that, see where it all began, also experience the people, the various peoples and people groups who live there in Ghana. They're not all the same. The continent of Africa is comprised of 54 countries. Countries, mind you. It's a continent. Feel the warmth and the rhythm of Ghana. So the people of Ghana, they are really, 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 really welcoming to people from the U.S. Feel the warmth. The people are very friendly. They're very warm, and they're willing to share. And they're happy. They would be really, really happy to see us come. Discover where nature is still pure and it's still warm and it flows easily. So you've always, as far as I'm concerned, the things that I've always heard about in Africa, the only thing is safari, but there's way more to Africa and Ghana than safari, although it is one of the main and best things there. The country is basically unspoiled at this point in time. They've got beaches, they've got rivers, they've got savannas, they've got jungles, you name it. The country of Ghana is on the equator, so it stays warm most of the year round. Akwaaba, I don't know if I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Discover yourself. So visit Ghana and discover yourself, discover your heritage, discover where you came from, discover where some of our traditional dishes here in the U.S. came from. Discover you. And this is a short video. Hopefully it will be able to play. This is by the tourist board.
We hold these truths to be self-evident out together to make sure that never again will we allow a handful of people with superior technology to walk into Africa, seize our peoples, and sell them into slavery. Take the shackles off my feet. Make I go, make I go. It's a battle with the beast. New Africa makeover. Let's bow our heads and pray, your Lord. Our Father, help us fight the war. Refuge, 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 na yetra. Refuge, 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 na yetra. As a program, the Year of Return has been successful by every measure, in respect of the numbers that we have attracted, in respect of the issues that have been dealt with.
Every month of the year, there was something meaningful for people to attend. The steering committee has also tried to bring together stakeholders who will assist in ensuring that the travel and stay of people coming for the Year of Return is easy as possible.
The Year of Return and this initiative that has been launched by the President of the Republic of Ghana and Ghana itself has touched the hearts and souls of Africans all over the world. And as we are in this final month of December, it's not a final month, but it's climaxing this year. But what this year has done more than anything else has provided a platform for us to go forward for the next decade and beyond, with a renewed spirit of Mother Africa, a renewed spirit for the African people to believe in ourselves, and that has been part of the spiritual meaning of the Year of Return.
If it's one thing that I can say about the Year of Return, is that all of our ancestors are very proud.
We're very, very excited. I think that the board, the GTA board, the steering committee, and the secretariat have worked really hard to make sure that this Year of Return was a success.
The Year of Return was a seed that we sowed in 2019. Throughout the year, we watered it, and now it has grown into a big tree with huge branches. Beyond the return, these branches are going to bear fruit. The fruit of investment, of citizenship, real estate, birthright journeys, heritage infrastructure, marketing, and the ease of visa coming into Ghana. We can't wait. We look forward to 2020 and beyond the return.
In view of the response that the Year of Return has received from the Africans of the diaspora, we are going to build on this Year of Return in the ensuing years. In the year 2020, we are going to declare Beyond the Return, which is going to be a 10-year project to facilitate a greater collaboration between our brothers and sisters of the diaspora and Ghana, to ensure that they see Ghana and Africa as their home, ready to invest in Ghana to gain the benefits of being Africans in the diaspora. Okay, so that was nice. As you can see, that's the end of my slideshow. Let us see. Stop sharing. Done. Okay. As you can see, the diaspora, that's us, African Americans. We are the descendants of enslaved people who were carried to across the world in as slaves. And many of us here in the United States, we've been here for hundreds of years and don't know very much about our culture and our heritage. This is an opportunity for you to learn about where you come from, where your people come from, what their beliefs are and were. So just a note, Ghana is majority Christian. They have a small minority of Muslim people and an even smaller minority of some of the indigenous religions. But it is a Christian nation. And as you can see in the video, there were some stars there. I saw Steve Harvey. I think the other star's name is T.I. He was in the video. There are other performers and actors and celebrities who have African American, rather, who have dual citizenship. So they're also offering dual citizenship and offering that African Americans come and invest in real estate. So similar to, or just like they did in Israel after World War II, Ghana is saying, come visit, experience the warmth, experience your heritage, learn about it through us. So I, for one, am excited. I'm putting a package together. If any of you are interested in visiting Ghana, it'll be next year, the end of next year. The final dates are not set in stone yet. They're not nailed down yet because it's really over a year out. But now is the time to plan for your trip. That's an international trip. So, of course, there are visa requirements. Now the passport offices are open. Go get your passport. Go get your name on the list. Put your name in the hat. Get your passport if you don't have one. Now's the time to do it. There are other visa requirements. I will be keeping everyone who's interested apprised and informed about that, as well as what the upcoming trip will look like. I'm working on that with my contacts in the country of Ghana. We have contacts here as well. But just stay tuned. If anyone's interested in visiting Ghana and staying on the list and who wants to be informed when all of the details, just click on the link. Excuse me. Allergies today. Click on the link. There is a post at the top. You can click. You'll see sign up for my list. You can get on my list and you will be informed about anything related to the Ghana trip. And that will also go towards any other trips that we organized in the in the continent of Africa. So there are other countries besides Ghana, but those will be farther out. But right now, we're looking at Ghana. Hopefully, South Africa. The next place, maybe Victoria Falls. But, excuse me. Excuse me. I have really bad allergies. It's not the virus. It's my allergies. So just stay tuned. If you want to know about Ghana and this trip to Ghana, it's a heritage tour. It's just going to be fabulous. Did you know that Ghana is known for chocolate? They are the largest or one of the largest producers of cacao in the world. They're known for the kente cloth, and that is the cloth that you see a lot of African garments made out of. You'll see the African design. There are so many places to visit, so many things to do. There's safari, there are culture tours, mausoleums and museums of the first president that they have in Ghana. So many things to do. And they have some luxury properties. They have beaches and they have beach resorts. They have all the things that you would expect to be like if you were visiting here. They have luxury accommodations for tourists. So this is Priscilla with Travel, helping you live the dream through travel. And I'm here talking about Ghana. And it's not these trips are not just for African Americans. If you are of the lighter persuasion, you are welcome to visit as well. They will welcome you. I'm sure the people of Ghana will welcome you as well. So this is Priscilla with Priscilla Travel signing off. Don't forget to share this video. Please share this video with your friends. Go to my Facebook, like my page. Go to my Instagram, like my Instagram page. So it's the little @ sign. If you go to Instagram, it's a little @ sign at Priscilla Travel. One word. Same thing on Facebook. If you want to look for me on Facebook, I mean, you're here, but just say that you can't find it. The same thing, little @ sign and Priscilla Travel. If you're on Instagram, you can go and you want to find my Facebook page, go to the top, go into the bio. You will see a button for my Facebook page. So there are many ways to contact me. If you're interested in booking a trip, just contact me. get on my calendar or DM me. Please DM me. To get on my calendar, go to the top of this Facebook page, click contact me, and my online schedule will pop up. But I am also at agent@scyllatravel.com. So thank you so much for your time. And this is Priscilla with Scylla Travel signing off. And you have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.